2 years ago on Democratic Visions, a regular guy named Vic, he's from Rhode Island, visited the Minnesota State Fair, and guess what? He really likes it. Vic, you're from Rhode Island.
That's right. I'm from Cranston, Rhode Island. Proud Rhode Islander.
Ah, great, good.
Yeah.
Rhode Island is a small state, but it's noted for you, right?
It's packed with power, and it's known for me and my buds. We like to hang. We like to have fun. We like to hang out at the pizzeria. Got the greatest pizza in America, etc. Yeah.
But still, you came to Minnesota for our state fair.
That's correct.
Because your state fair must be kind of tiny compared to Minnesota's.
I don't even know where ours is. It's somewhere out in the western part of the state. Minnesota State Fair is fantastic. It's famous. I once had a girlfriend from out here. She told me about it. So I come out here, I'm pretty regular.
Sure. One thing about the way Minnesotans dress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're not as fashionable as East Coast people. And what you see at the state fair sometimes is a sartorial horror show. What was your take on it?
Oh, well, I myself have no sartorial standards whatsoever. I mean, you guys put me in this shirt. Otherwise, I would have had on this garish T-shirt, like I'm with stupid or something.
Okay.
So I am not bothered. In fact, I dig it. I'm looking around, and I'm like, I want some of those shirts, man. Like where do I get that on, online or whatever?
What about the Minnesota State Fair did you enjoy the most?
I enjoyed the cat videos this year.
The cat videos?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Your Walker Arts Center with the cat videos. And they showed 65 freaking cat videos. And it was fantastic because it made me think of my cat back home.
What's the name of your kitty?
Pinky. He is immense, this cat. And I'm going to make a video of him. I swear.
I can tell you're a man's man because you're not afraid to name your own cat something like Pinky.
My ex-girlfriend named him.
Oh, I see.
I probably would have named him something like Arthur,
Arthur, okay.
Yeah,
good,
something a little more dignified. But
now, I heard you stop by the Republican Pavilion at the Minnesota State Fair.
That's right.
What's your take on our good colleagues?
Well, I'm divided. I'm uncertain of where my political loyalties ought to go. Because like I don't want to be like an effete liberal elitist on the one hand, nor do I wish to be a drum-beating, conservative Neanderthal on the other. So where should I end up? I ask myself, I ponder this question all the time, because I'm very middle of the road right now.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And you also stopped by the DFL Pavilion.
I was checking it out as well to see what, the DFL is, there's a whole initial thing here, isn't there? DFL, what does that actually stand for?
I really don't. I think Democratic Farmer Labor. It used to be 3 parties, we're now 1.
Oh, 3 into 1.
Yeah.
That's almost like the Trinity or something, isn't it?
Yeah. But remember Hubert Humphrey,
I
Walter Mondale.
loved them.
Yeah, people like that. Now, how do Republicans dress compared to Democrats here in Minnesota?
For one thing, they've got the Eagles on the T-shirts, and they've got the kill them all and let God sort it out kind of T-shirts and stuff, some of which is pretty exciting, and some of which seems a little over the top to me,
What was the most irritating thing about the fair that you attended?
I think it was probably it was probably the fireworks, because as I was leaving the cat videos, the fireworks started, and they're right over your head. My God, it's like we're attacking Syria right over your head. Yeah. So I was frightened for a moment. Another irritating thing, to be perfectly honest with you, was it was just the constant rattle of the what do you call the rides thing, the midway thing, up and down.
It's the midway, the roller coaster.
It makes me nauseous. I don't go on the rides. Okay. I can't go on the rides.
Sure. Now, I heard your friends from Rhode Island left you behind.
Well, God, yeah.
And you're having to stay in a cheap motel on University Avenue.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Do you feel kind of hurt?
I'm not really, because the guys, they got excited about getting home, and they don't have the relationship to Minnesota that I do, because I've been here more than them, and they were missing things at home like really high quality pizza. Let's be honest, and I'm okay with Minnesota pizza. And I decided that I was going to linger around a little longer, sucking up your atmosphere here and your Minnesota niceness, which I really like it.
Are you going to bring that back to the East Coast when you're returning?
I try in my modest way to spread that around. Yeah, I do. I try to bring in a little Minnesota niceness into a ball.
Yeah.
And kind of, tuck it in my pocket. And then when I'm home, when I'm in the middle of some squawking ruckus between, people on the East Coast like they are. You know how they are. They can get very,
Yeah, I used to live there.
Well,
Now, one thing you might do, you might bring some Minnesota foods back to Rhode Island.
Oh, sure,
like
yeah.
lime flavored Jello, cremettes.
Yes, and your
things like that.
booyah, the booyahs.
Booyah,
Yes, whatever those are.
yeah.
It's a very intriguing word.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Any advice for Minnesota's political future from the East Coast, where politics are really hard-boiled?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I was impressed with what you guys think is corruption out here. I mean, corruption in Minnesota is a big phone bill, for God's sake. Get with it. I mean, if you want to be in the big leagues, you're going to have to start, emulating Providence. Let's put it that way.
Vic of Rhode Island is actually improv humorist John Spayde. He performs at the Bryant Lake Bowl Theater and other venues, including colleges and conferences. Vic is one of many characters in his quiver. Well, enough already. We'll see you next time.
It seems that some certain people can be so shy about someone.
Democratic Visions is independently crafted by volunteers, mostly Democrats, from Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, Edina, and Bloomington.
It seems I've been everywhere I could be to see what I